What is going on, everybody? It is the last week of March, and I got a couple trot lines out down here in the lake. Now, to catch y'all up, yesterday I took some cut shad and baited those lines up, and me and Cap ran them this morning, and we just drew goose eggs because of the turtles. I mean, I seen turtles going in there, turtles coming out. There's just turtles everywhere, so I'm thinking the turtles stripped all the shad off my line before Catfish had time to get over there and find it. But I was going to pull those lines up, move them to the river, but I remembered that a buddy of mine, Adam, used some soap to run trot lines in a video he made last week, and I thought, man, I'm gonna try that. I want to know three things. I want to know, one, will the fish actually bite it? Two, will it stay on a hook very well? And three, will the turtles leave it alone? So I'm just gonna take this soap and cut it up into cubes before I pull this trot line out and go down there and rebait it. We're just gonna, I don't know, let's see, we think we can cut those into sixes. Let's see, how about that? That right there looks like it'll work. So we'll just put those on a hook, see how it works. Let's get down there, I'll show you the trot line, show you the setup, and we'll see if this soap works. It's called Zote. It's a laundry soap. I had trouble finding it in Walmart, and that's because it's not where the bath soaps are, it's where the laundry soaps are. Anyways, let's get down there and we'll get this baited up. I want to see first if it'll stay on a hook. Well, we made it down to the creek, and if you'll look, I got these trot lines. One thing I want you to know about trot lines, I got them, let's see if I can get turned around. I got them running with the creek instead of crisscross. That way I can get as many hooks as possible in the belly of that hole there. Let's get down here and see how this Zote hooks up. So just run it through. Looks like it'll stay on the hook pretty good. I don't know, I guess we'll let it soak overnight and see. I'm just gonna bait up both these lines with this old white Zote and see if we can get past the turtles. The turtles are a problem. Get this stick out of here. I will pick y'all back up. This is a long, tedious process. I will pick y'all back up first thing in the morning, and we'll see if we got some fish on this line. Well, we made it down here on day 2. Let's see if the soap works any better than the shad. If I can get this line hooked and up and over. Oh, there's a fish on the very first hook. That is a good sign. That is a good sign indeed. Let's see what we got here. Look at this old channel cat. That's what I'm talking about, on the first hook. Oh, look out, can't lose my paddle. Let's just slide him behind the seat. See if there's any more on there. Well, we're already in a better spot than we was with the shad. The soap's still on this hook. It's knocked off most of them though. No, it's still on them. Huh. It stays on pretty good. Turtles won't knock it off anyway. Well, shoot. Got all excited there's fish on the first hook. There's only one on the whole line. And a lot of those hooks still have that soap on it. So, whatever knocks our shad off doesn't seem to care nothing for the soap. Let's go over here and check this other line. There, come on, come on. Y'all are in the way, you know that? I'm kidding, don't get mad. Oh, there's fish on it, I can feel them bumping. There's at least one more. Gosh. There he is. That's a pretty nice channel cat. Fine, get him without losing him. Just get him in the boat. All right, we got him in the boat. He gave us a bath though. That is a doozy channel cat off the soap. Look at that. That's probably, I don't know, I know that may not be a big channel cat in some parts of the US, but down here in the south, that is a beast. Put him behind the seat too. Oh, he bit my hand. All right, so that's two on the soap. Looks like most of the soap's been knocked off this line. Nothing else left on that line. Well, I don't know. We're gonna pull this line out of here because there's just too many turtles. And if I'm not getting at least 5 fish off a line with 25 hooks, then it's really not worth my time. I was paddling out and a thought just came to me. But what about the pink zote? Some people claim that the pink zote works better than the white. And the only reason I got the white was that was all they had at Walmart when I went. So I wonder if I went back to Walmart and they had some of the pink, if I hung it on the lines, if it would perform better. I do not know. We may try that if I can go to the if I go to Walmart and can find some of the pink zote before I pull these lines out. Yeah, we might. Well, I come back down here to rebait it with some of that pink zote, and there's a fish on. I got some of the pink stuff. There's a fish on the line here. Good grief. That's a big old buffalo. I guess that zote will catch catfish and buffalo. Golly, bum. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. Let's I'm just pondering it. Let's get him in here. That's a big head buffalo. I don't see many of them. Good grief. That's a big fish. There was a little bit of that bait on it this morning. A little bit of that soap left. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. I'm gonna push him behind the seat. We'll decide later and get him out of my lap. I can't even hold him up, he's too big. Thing's hung up on something down there. I was gonna rebait it, but let me get her unhung here. What in the world do we got on there? That is that. Good grief, that is a big soft-shelled turtle. What am I gonna do with him? All right, so the zote will catch catfish, big mouth buffalo, and then a turtle. We have to get that off there. Well, let's see what else is on the line. It feels heavy. What in the world? Look at the size of that soft-shelled turtle. Goodness. These turtles just got snagged on this line because there wasn't no more bait down here. I ain't never been bit by a soft shell. I hate for today to be a first. He's biting that line. What are we gonna do? Let's try this. Quit. There we go. Well, we know that the turtles, my suspicion with the turtles knocking the shad off, that is 100% confirmed right now. All right, there's nothing else on these hooks. Let's go back to the end and we'll bait it up with zote, the pink zote this time. Good night. We can get this line baited up with that pink zote now that we got them turtles dealt with. I know some people that eat them big soft shell turtles, but I ain't fixing to put one of them knobheads in this kayak with me. Good grief. I'd have it to do, especially 2 of them. My goodness. That one, he's chewing at the string. I don't need him chewing at my leg like that. I'm just gonna get this trot line baited up with this this pink zote, and then we'll come back down here in the morning and see if it works better than the white zote. I don't know why it would. I got some of that white zote up here left, and it smells exactly the same. Like, there's nothing different about it except the color. It's got kind of a lemon zest smell to it. I don't know. Sometimes the color makes a difference though. We're gonna get these lines baited. Like I said yesterday, it's a tedious process, so I'll spare you all that. We'll get it baited. That buffalo. I have to figure out what to do with him. I may cut him up and use him as bait. Cut his ribs out and eat them. We'll pick y'all back up in the morning and see if this pink zoat catches catfish. Down here baiting this second trot line up. There's a fish on it too. If y'all remember, there was some bait left on it. This stuff does stay on hook good. Stayed on there all night last night and then all day today, and some fish picked it up during the day. So we do know it'll stay on the hook. Let's see what. That's a catfish, another channel cat. That's what we're after. Let me get on down there to him. Good night. I'm hung up. Oh gosh. Not a big channel cat, but he's, you know, he's just right for eating. Look at that. Let me get him back here, that buffalo. I don't want him up here in my lap. I think I'm a fan of this zoat, at least. Now if I was in the river, I'd be using whole perch or cut shad or something like that. But in these creeks where turtles are an issue, you know, turtles be knocking your bait off quick. They don't seem to mess with this too much. Might be a really good creek bait. All right, unless I run up on another fish before we get done baiting this trot line, we'll pick you back up in the morning. There is in fact another fish on this line, very last hook. Look at that. That soap's been on there for, I don't know, at least a full 24 hours. I put it out, not quite 24 hours, put it out about 6 o'clock yesterday evening. It's about 5 o'clock now, so get down there to the end. I can't tell what he is, but there is in fact another fish. Oh, get in here. Good grief. Oh man, I'm spilling my zoat. Floppy boogers. Those two bit it during the day. I'll take all those I can get. Oh, he's got lashed down on my hand. Well, I'm glad I didn't take these up this morning. Ended up with a few more fish out of the deal. Probably end up with a few more fish tomorrow, so win-win. All right, this is the last hook, so I know there ain't no more fish on there. We will pick you up in the morning. We have made it back the next morning. Gonna see how that pink zoat works. Oh man, I'm kind of in a hurry, to be honest with you. Paddling down here, and man, I see buffalo in the shallows everywhere. I gotta get them bows, get back down here. They're starting to spawn. I just seen a whole school of them over there. Had me all excited to do something else. We're gonna take these up as I go along today, because I just ain't got time to be running them. We'll put them back out later in the summer. Look at that. The pink zoat turns to white zoat if it's left on all night. I guess there really isn't no difference between the two, except for the dye. 23 of the 25 hooks on this line still had bait on it, not one fish. So I don't know that the white zoat works better. I hate to say something works better when you've only fished it one time, you know. It could just be a bad day. But so far, at least we did catch fish with the white zote. I still got another line to check though. Let me get this one taken up and we'll get over and check the other one. That one doesn't seem to have fish on it either. So again, I'm not going to say the white zote works better, but at least we did catch some fish. I'm going to get this one taken up too and not waste any more of y'all's time today. Huh. Let me know what y'all think. We'll get these trot lines put out in the big river and see if we can catch some blues or some flatheads. I appreciate y'all watching. We will catch you next time.